Logical thinking. Amy gets 68 marks, 78 marks, and 95 marks in Chinese exam, English exam, and mathematics exam, respectively. If she has an average of 84 marks on Chinese, English, mathematics, and science, how many marks does she get in science? So what you just need to do here is calculate first for the total number, for the total score of Amy. If she got an average of 84, so that would be 84 times how many subjects? You have four. Chinese, English, mathematics, and science. The 84 times 4 is 336. And then you will subtract all the other scores. 336 minus 68, 78, tsaka 95. Will the answer be 336 minus
90.
68 for a while?
Answer is
There's
95.
The answer
95
is
is the answer for me.
number five. Okay?
I did the correct solution and the answer is 95.
Yep, me.
95.
So that is how you solve it. Do you understand?
Yes, well, we've done this in our Hikimo class marker.
Number two, the sum of father's and mother's ages is 79. If father, so this is father plus mother, F plus M equals 79. You know that father F is 4 year. If the age of father 4 years later is the same as the age of mother 7 years ago, so that would be F plus 4. That would be the age of father 4 years later. That would be equal to mother's age 7 years ago. That's M minus 7. Do you follow? From this given, you will have F equals M minus 7. If you transfer plus 4 to the other side, you will have M minus 7 minus 4, which is equal to F is equal to M minus 11. Do you follow? This is the age of father, M minus 11. Now, that age is actually the same as this age here. F plus M equals 79. So you just need to substitute the value of F. You have F is equal to M minus 11. So this F here is also M minus 11 plus M equals 79. Do you follow? So you have M plus M, that's 2 M's, equals 79 plus 11. It's M. So, ang dalawang M daw is equal to 80. So, ang isang M is 40.
Teacher, 2M is 90. 2M.
Ah, sorry.
It's 90.
That's 90.
90.
45.
So, M equals 45.
Excuse me, your mic is off.
Ming's grandmother's age this year added by 4 and then multiplied by 7, subtracted by 79 and then divided by 10. The result is 60. So how old is Ming's grandmother this year? So what you need to do here is just back solve. You start with the result, which is 60, and then do the opposite of the operation it did. So you have divided by 10. What's the opposite of divide? That would be times 10, which is 600, minus 79. That's 600 plus 79. Multiplied by 7. So that would be 679 divided by 7. That's 97. And then adds by 4. So that would be subtracted by 4. This is the age of grandmother.
There's no.
Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, next, number 4. The 1st of September is Saturday. In the same year, Hong Kong International Science Olympiad 2018 will be held in the 16th of December. How many days are remaining to hold the event? So you just need to calculate here for the remaining days, start after September 1 up to December 16. So you already know that September has 30 days. So September, since already September 1, yung is your starting date, then you will have 29 days left for the month of September. October has 31, November has 30, and then on December, since you're already up to 16 only, so that would be on December 16 days. Calculating for the number of days, you have 29 plus 31 plus 30 plus 16. That would be 106. Very easy. Do you understand?
Yes.
Yes, po.
Yes.
Yes, I put my solutions in the chat box po.
Okay. Number 5.
Yeah.
Now we add two numbers. One number's tens digit is written from 4 to 8. So instead of 4, so you have two numbers. We don't know the two numbers if ilang digits siya, right? We don't know how many digits are there. But obviously, it's a 4-digit number, right? Because of the sum. So you have two 4-digit numbers. If you add them, the sum is 7, 3, 2, 8, right? Now, one number's tens digit is written from 4 correctly to 8 wrongly. So the tens, instead of 4, he wrote 8. So this should be 4. And another number's hundreds digit is written from 6 correctly to 2. So this should be 2. What is the correct sum? So let's check first the wrong numbers. So this is 8. This is 6. 2. Right? So no problem with this one. So what should be the number here to make 12? Anyone?
Yes,
Four.
It's
four.
4.
Four.
So you have a carry 1 here. What should be the number here?
0.
Yeah.
1.
0.
Yeah.
0, because you already have a carry 1. Now, if you go back to the original digits, this should be 4 and this should be 6. So the sum should be 8. 4 plus 4 is 8. And this one is
7.
7. No, no, no. It's not 7 because when you add 4 and 4 here, this carry 1 will be
6.
gone. It should
6.
be 7, 6, 8, 8. Do you understand?
Yes.
The carry 1 here will be gone because 4 plus 4 is already 8. Next, number 6. Now there are 11 matches. Amy and Bruce take matches in order from 1 to 2. Who gets the last match will win the game. If Amy starts first, how many matches does she need to get to ensure that she will be the winner? So this is actually very easy. Since you can only get 1 or 2 matches at a time, you just add 1 plus 2, which is 3. And then divide 11 by 3. You will get 3 remainder 2. Your answer should be the remainder. Amy needs to get 2 matches first to ensure that she will win. Do you understand?
Understand.
Yes,
I don't know.
because I tested it out and yes.
Okay, kindly turn off your microphone so that your classmates can hear me.
Ano?
All right, now we're done with logical thinking. Let's proceed to arithmetic. Find the value of 13 plus 14 plus 15 plus dot 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 until 28 plus 29 plus 30.
What was the answer
So in
for the
for problems like this is an arithmetic sequence from 13 to 30 with a common difference of 1. For arithmetic sequences, the sum is equal to the average times the number of terms. The average is just equal to the last term, 30, plus the first term, 13, divided by 2. The number of terms is just equal to the last term, 30, minus 13, divided by the common difference, 1, plus 1. 30 plus 13 is 43, divided by 2. 30 minus 13 is 17. 17 divided by 1 is also 17, plus 1, 18. You have 9. So 43 times 9 is just 300?
327.
387. Do you understand?
Yes.
Yes. I even did the correct solution.
Very good.
I had the correct solution, but I accidentally took away another 100. So I got 287.
What is for a
Hey teacher, what's the answer of the question 6?
Number 6 is 2.
Okay, next, number 8. Find the value of 11,111 times 11,111.
Sir, what was the answer for numbers 5 bucks?
Number
5
number
bucks.
5. Number 5 is 7688. Number 8. So find the value of 11,111 times 11,111. Now, 11,111 is just equal to, di ba? 11,111, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is equal to 10,000 plus 1,000 plus 100 plus 10 plus 1. Correct? That's 11,111. Now, if you multiply that with 11,111, so you have 10,000 plus 1,000 plus 100 plus 10 plus 1. So multiplying the two, you have 11,111 plus 4 zeros, 1, 2, 3, 4, plus 11,111 plus 3 zeros. So that would be 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3. Plus 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 plus 2 zeros. And then 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 plus 1 0 plus 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. I just distributed here. So if you add that, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This should be the answer. Do you understand?
Yes.
Number 8. I mean, number 9. You have find the value of 50 times 209 plus 209 times 30 plus 209 times 20. So technically, all numbers are being multiplied to 209. Sorry. So by getting 209 as a common factor, you will have 209 times 50 plus 30 plus 20. 209 times 50 plus 30 plus 20 is 100. So 209 times 100, so that's 209, add just 20. That's 20,900. Clear?
Where?
Very good. All right. Number 10. Find the value of 2,400 plus 3,200. 2,400 divided by 8 plus 3,200 divided by 4 plus 4,000 divided by 10. So you have many ways to solve for this one, but you can just divide them directly. 2,400 divided by 8, that's 300. 3,200 divided by 4, that's 800. And 4,000 divided by 10, that's 400. 300 plus 800 plus 400, that's 1,500. Very easy. Number 11. Find the value of 192 divided by 8 plus 192 divided by 16 plus 192 divided by 32. So the same as number 10, you can just divide them directly. 192 divided by 8 is 24. 192 divided by 16 is 12. And 192 divided by 32 is 6. 24 plus 12 plus 6 is 42. That is your answer. Very easy. Yes, Kaden, you have a question?
More of like another strategy you can do with this. You can just divide 192, which is going to be 6, and just multiply it by 2 for 16, and multiply it by 2 again for 8.
Yeah,
Because
the same.
16 and 8 are divisibles of 32.
Next, number 12. Find the value of 143 plus 123 plus 998 plus 247 plus 757 plus 2 plus 753 plus 877. So the technique you need to do here is pairing. You need to pair the numbers into pairs so that you will have numbers that are much easier to add. And numbers ending in zeros are much easier to operate with compared to those who do not end with zero. So what you need to do here is if you just need to pair them so that their sums will have zeros at the end. So 143 should be paired with 877, which will give you, I know, 143 should be paired with 757. So 143 plus 757 is 900. 123 plus 877 is 1,000. 998 is obviously should be paired with 2, which is 1,000. And 247 plus 753 is 1,000 as well. The correct answer is 3,900.
Yes. Answer
Do you
to
understand?
question 11.
It's 3,000. Now we wonder.
All
Hey,
right.
teacher.
Next. Yes.
What's the answer of question 11?
11 is, wait, 42?
42? How?
Yeah.
I did not see that. Teacher,
Yeah. You just need to divide properly. 192 divided by 8 is 24. 192 divided by 16 is 12. 192 divided by 32 is 8. I mean 6. So you just add. You'll get 42. Now let's proceed to number theory. If a 9-digit number, 2018-0513A is
Tita,
divisible by
tita.
16, find the value of A. Yes.
Tita. Today is do the test or learn.
What?
Today do the test or learn.
The test on the exam, your exam will be on next Saturday. Oh,
là cuối tuần bài thi là cuối tuần sau mới thi.
Okay, can you turn off your microphone?
Okay.
Hôm nay là training.
Okay,
Okay.
the 9-digit number 2018-0513A is divisible by 16. Find the value of A. So, divisibility rule of 16, it should be divisible by 2, and it should also be divisible by 8. So, divisibility rule of 2, A should be even, right? And then divisibility rule of 8, it should be 130A is divisible by 8. Give me the value of A in the 130s that's divisible by 8.
6. A equals 6.
That's 136. So A equals 6. So you just need to remember the divisibility rules. Number 14. Find the unit digit of A if A is equal to 4 times 4 times 4 times 4 ... and you have 25 of that, and then 6 times 6 times 6 and you have 12 of that. So that's simply 4 to the power of 25 multiplied by 6 to the power of 12. This problem will be solved using unit digit cycles. Now you know that
What's
yes,
the
what?
answer for number 13? It's 6. Thank you.
So that's the unit digit cycle for 4 is this. 4 to the power of 1 has a unit digit of 4. 4 squared is 16, so the unit digit is 6. 4 cubed is 200. Wait lang. 4 times 4 times 4 is 64. So that has a unit digit of 4. And 4 to the 4 is 256, which is a unit
6.
digit of 6. So it repeats 4646. You have 2 repeating values for the unit digits of 4. So what you need to do is divide 25 by 2, since there are only 2 repeating digits. That's 12, remainder 1. That means you have 12 repetitions of 4646, and then it will stop on the first term, which is 4. So the unit digit of 4 to the power of 25 is 4. Do you follow? For 6, you have 6 to the 1. That's 6. 6 squared, 36. And it has a unit digit of 6. 6 cubed, that would be 216. Also 6. So regardless of the exponent here, all units digit for 6 would be 6. So 6 to the 12 will also have a unit digit of 6. Multiply 4 times 6 is 24. So the unit digit is 4. Is this clear? Very easy. Next, number 15. How many factors does 100 have? How many factors does 100 have? So to get the total, this is referring to the positive factors, okay? How many positive factors does 100 have? So what you need to do here is just get the prime factorization of 100 first. The prime factorization of 100 is, so you do the prime factor 3. So that's 2 times 50. 50 is 2 times 25. 25 is 5 times 5. So 100 is simply 2 squared. You have 2 2's here times 5 and 5. Or that's just 5 squared. So 100 is just 2 squared times 5 squared. Now, what you need to do here is get the exponents of each prime factor. That's 2 and 2. 2 for 2, 2 for 5. And then add each by 1. You will have 3 and 3. Then you multiply. The total number of factors for 100 is 9. 3 times 3. Do you follow? Number 16. The sum of positive numbers A and B is 280. A plus B is 280. A is
Miss
3 times of B. So A is
A,
actually
3B.
3B. Find the value of A. Now this A here is 3B. So that just substitute that. So you have 3B
plus B.
plus B equals 280.
4D.
That's 4B equals 280. Therefore, B is 280 divided by 4, 70.
Wow, you're so fast.
Very easy.
It says that you have to find the value of A, not find the value of B.
And the answer of
Ah,
and the answer
I'm not
is
done.
210.
Can you wait? The value of B is 70. Now, you know that A is just 3 times of B. So just multiply 70 by 3. The value of A is 210.
Just take 280 minus 70, bro.
Do you understand?
Mister? Yes.
Yeah, what?
Before for number 15, I forgot to say, but isn't it not only the positive factors, there's also the negative factors when for number 15 before? Only
Yeah,
use
that's
positive factors.
yeah. You
It's
only
supposed
need
to
to
be
get you
times
only
equal
need
to,
to
right?
solve for the positive factors. Do not include the negative ones.
So we only do the positive factors, not the
Yes.
negative one.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Thank you,
Yes.
Mister.
Okay. Number 17. Find the highest common factor of 16, 18, and 24. So highest common factor is the same as the greatest common divisor. Now, 16 is just equal to 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. You just need to get its prime factorization. 18 is 2 times 3 times 3. 24 is 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. So you just need to get the highest common factor of the 3. It's
2.
2.
Why is not 3?
Because you don't have a 3 here
Oh, okay.
in 16.
Oh, okay.
Next, number 18. Now find the least common multiple of 6, 9, and 12. So the same thing. 6, get the prime factorization. That's 2 times 3. 9, that's 3 times 3. 12,
Wait, excuse
that's
me.
2 times 2 times 3.
Excuse me. What's the answer
Yes,
number
what?
7? What's the answer number 17, sir?
17 is 2.
Oh, okay, thank you.
So for number 18, you just need to calculate first for the prime factorization, which are these 2 times 3, 3 times 3, and 2 times 2 times 3. Then you observe it has to get the least common multiple, get all the prime factors. So the prime factors present here are 2 and 3. Next, the longest chain for 2 is the 2, 2 squared. And then the longest chain for 3 is 2 as well, 3 squared. So the LCM of 6, 9, and 12 is 2 squared times 3 squared, which is 4 times 9. That's 36. Very easy. Do you understand?
Yes.
Any questions?
No.
How about the
Mister,
others?
I still don't understand.
You just need to get the LCM and then get the longest chain. You just need to get the prime factorization of each number and then get the longest chain.
Why is it not 2?
Oh, okay,
Sige.
thank you.
Excuse me, I did another solution. I did what my grade 5 advisor told me to.
Mm. As long as you arrive to the same answer, correct answer, then it's okay.
Okay.
All right, so let's have a break. Let's have a 10-minute break. It's just be back after 10 minutes. Okay, you can eat your lunch, go to the CR, or eat your snacks. Just be back after 10 minutes. Is that clear?
Okay.
All right.
Sorry, what is the answer for question 6?
Question 6, that's too far. Should have asked earlier. You're already in question 18 and you're still on 6.
It's 2.
The answer to 6 is 2.
Thank you.
Why is it 2?
Because when
You explain to your classmate. Go.
When if Amy always takes two, Bruce will always lose, even if he gets one or two.
What you need to do here is, since you can only get 1 to 2 matches at a time, just add 1 and 2. And then divide 11 by 3. The remainder is your answer.
I did my own solution and it was correct.
Jackpot.
Okay, let's have a 10-minute break. Just be back after 10 minutes.
Teacher, can I see again the answer of the question too?
Question number 2.
Yes.
The answer is 45.
Teacher. Guys, is it time to come back?
It's already time. Break time is already over. When are we starting?
I don't know when teachers.
Maybe I think the teacher is late again, like a while ago.
Yeah.
Teacher eating lunch simple.
Should we just wait for teacher or?
Yeah, because we live in different countries, right?
Yeah, we live in different countries.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure most of us have the same time zone.
Yeah, maybe. Because we're in Asia, right?
Yeah.
Bro,
Asia
imagine
doesn't
someone
follow
is
time zone.
imagine somebody's in Europe, that will be impossible because this math competition is in Asia only.
Yeah, that's in Asia because Hong Kong.
And also we have to follow the Hong Kong time. So yeah.
Yeah.
And Hong Kong time is just the same for Philippines. Indonesians, do you have it the same?
Let's see what's the Hong Kong time in the clock.
Wait, where's this? Wait, where's
Hong Kong time is the same as the Filipino time. I'm pretty sure.
When is
You said earlier you were Filipino, right, Pierre?
Yeah, that's
the
true.
competition going to be held?
I'm,
Or I mean, where?
I'm
Where is the
from
competition going to be
I'm
held
from
anyways?
Vietnam, and I know that Hong Kong and Philippines is the same time because I went there to already, and I saw that the times are same.
Hong Kong is already
12.
Let's just wait for teachers.
Oh wait, you
Yeah. Why is everyone here talking? It's like my own group. It's just like my own math group, with my advice.
Japanese, I can concentrate.
There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people in this meeting. There's 82 people in this meeting.
Do you guys play Roblox? Cause I don't.
I play Roblox, so boring.
Yeah, Roblox too boring.
Oh, I just watch YouTube.
Oh.
Me, what One Piece? I'm learning Japanese right now.
Pretty sure just everyone just went silent. When is teacher gonna arrive? It's literally like 20 minutes right now. Or maybe like 15 minutes.
Okay, let's continue. Let's now proceed to geometry.
The hardest part for me.
How many rectangles are there in the figure below? So what you need to do here is you sectionize the rectangle. You start with this. Excuse me. So how many rectangles do you have there? So by techniques in counting rectangles, there should be 1, 2, 2, 3. 1 plus 2 is 3. 1 plus 2 plus 3, that's 6. So for that figure, you have 18 rectangles. After that, you will get this one. You have 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2. For that rectangle, you have 1 plus 2, that's 3. 1 plus 2 plus 3, that's 6. You also have 18 rectangles for that. And then you will subtract the intersection of the two, which is this one. This 1, 2, and then 1, 2. 1 plus 2 is 3. 1 plus 2 is another 3. That's 3 times 3, which is 9. So that would be 18 plus 18 minus 9, which is 27. Do you understand?
Sir,
Yeah.
I got 26.
Why?
I
Rip.
didn't use your solution. I did it manually.
Rip. Rip.
Next, number 18. And 20. The area of a rectangle is 20. The length is 5 times as the width. Find the value of the length. So area of a rectangle is given by length times width, correct? And length, according to the problem, is 5 times the width. So that would be 5W. This length here is the same as this length. So that would be area is equal to 5W times W. Since the area is 20, that would be equal to 5W times W. 20 is 5. W times W is W squared. You divide that by 5. So W squared is 20 divided by 5, which is 4. What is W? W
Two.
is
It's 2.
2.
The power.
So its L, or the length, is 10. Very easy. Right?
My answer is correct.
Number 21. The perimeter of an equilateral triangle is 42. Find the value of its side length. Now, an equilateral triangle is a triangle with equal sides, correct?
So one side equal 14.
So you just need to divide this by 3. Since a triangle has 3 sides, the answer is 14.
Why so
Very
easy?
easy.
Why is this easier than a class marker?
Yes. I've only gotten 3 rounds and we've gotten 21 questions. But in class marker, when I have 7 questions, the first 7 questions, I got 6 wrongs.
In the class marker, I got 16.
Why is
correct.
why
I
is this
got
easier than a class marker? I was expecting harder.
Yeah, also me.
I agree,
But
but
the mock exam here is actually not for you to not for you. It's not for competition level questions. The reason why you are given the mock exam is for you to familiarize yourself with the interface in Eclavia.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's for you to be familiar with the interface
So
in
like
Eclavia.
so
So
if you like going on site, if you like you go on site, you're already familiar with it.
yeah. So once you go once you go in the examination proper on Saturday, so it will not be you will not be like alienized with the interface of Eclavia. So you will already know how to answer. I mean how to input your answers like that. Okay? So it's easier compared to the class marker questions because the class marker questions is designed for you for the competition questions itself. That's the level of difficulty you need to encounter. You need to, I know, to practice. So they have different purposes. Do you understand? But we still need to answer the mock exam because this is the basic of the questions. Okay? Number 22. A pyramid has 1,000 vertices. How many edges does this pyramid have? Now remember, for pyramids, the number of faces is equal to the number of vertices. So if you have 1,000 vertices, then you have 1,000 faces as well. Now, for pyramids, the number of edges is equal to the number of faces minus 1 times 2. So if you have 1,001. So if you have 1,001 faces, that would be 1,001 minus 1 times 2. Or that would be 1,000 times 2. Therefore, the number of edges is 2,000.
There, I use this method. Finally.
Next, number 23. How many triangles are there in the figure below? So very easy. Count starting from the smallest ones. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you have 7, 1 by 1. And then the combinations. You have 1, and then 2. That's plus 2. The answer is 9.
Can you show me the number 22 question again?
22? Here. For pyramids, the number of vertices is equal to the number of faces. So if there are 1,001 vertices, then there are also 1,001 faces. The formula for its edges is equal to faces minus 1 times 2. So just input the number of faces here, which is 1,001. So 1,001 minus 1 times 2, we'll get 2,000. Next,
Thank
number
you.
24. How many lines can be formed by using 15 points on a plane? Now, how many lines do you need to have an intersection? This is meaning the points here means intersections, okay?
14.
How many lines do you need to have intersection? Diba you need 2 to have an intersection? So what you need to do here is, out of the 15 points, since you need 15 points on a plane, that's just 15. You need to choose 2. That's 15C2. Or that's just 1 plus 2 plus 3 until 14.
That's 105.
I don't
That's
understand.
100.
I don't understand.
I thought it was 120 because wait lang po, my solution was that I formed a circle, then all the dots connected. But if you start on one dot and then another, there's gonna be less options. And I thought, oh yeah, it's 14, not 15.
It's
That's 100.
14. Not, so
I
you know
don't
na,
I don't
so you know na your,
No, you don't.
I don't understand.
you need 2 points to have an intersection, right? I mean, you need to have 2 lines to have an intersection, right?
Intersection like the dot thing.
Like that. Ito.
So
This
the
one.
red so that dot is intersection.
Yeah.
And-
Now you have 15 points. You need 15 points daw, and then, di ba, you only need 2 lines to have an intersection, so that's 15C2.
Chọn, choice,
Out of the 15, you only need 2.
choice.
So every 2 lines equal 1 intersection.
I just have 15 choice and 3
Not necessarily, because when you have 3,
A equal to.
and then if you have 4,
we need to
so
divide
it increases. And then you have 5, and then 6, and then it increases. That's why you have 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 until 14.
So just take 15 minus 1 equal 14 and then 1 plus 2 plus 3 until 14, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay, thank you.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Where did we get the 1? Why is it minus 1?
A is equal to B. We need to divide it by 2.
This is just the shortcut of 15C2. If you really need, if you like, I will show you the correct, the proper solution for 15C2. 15C2 is just 15 factorial over 2 factorial times 13 factorial. That's 15 times 14 over 2. That's just 105. So instead of going to this, I just showed you here. This one is the shortcut for this. You just subtract this by 1 and then add starting from 1 to 14. So I'm showing you the better way for you to understand. But if you like, you can do this.
Thank you.
Number 25. We're already done to the last category. So this is
Excuse me, oh teacher, can you show me the answer in number 2 po, and the solution?
number what?
Number 2 po.
Number 2. That's too far. Let me finish the combinatorics muna. I'll show
Sige
you
po.
later.
Sige po.
Okay? Sige. So it is given that the total weight of 3 apples and 3 melons is 900. So 3 apples, I'll just write 3A for apples. And then 3 watermelons, melons, M. That's 900. Or that's just 3 times apple plus melon. That's 900. Or an apple plus a melon is 300. Do you follow?
why? How is A plus M is 300? Like how?
It's like this. If you have 2 times 4 plus 3, 2 times 3. Di ba that's equal to 2 times 4 plus 3?
Yeah.
The same as this one. If you have 3 times A, 3 apples, 3 times M, that's equal to 3 times A plus M.
Oh
The
yeah.
same.
Oh, okay.
So therefore, A plus M is 300. Just divide this by 3.
Okay.
So A plus M is 300. Now, the weight of a melon M is the same as 2 apples, 2A. So this M here is just 2A. So you have A plus 2A equals 300.
So
So that's
3
3A,
is
3A equal
300,
A
A equals.
100.
So a melon is
200.
200.
very easy,
Sir, we're
right?
looking at the weight.
We're finding the value of the weight of one apple, not a melon.
Then I just showed you the values of the two. You input the correct answer, which is 100.
Yeah, what matters is that.
Understood?
Yeah.
Also.
All right, number 26. If Andy goes from point B to point A, each step can only move down or move left. How many ways are there? So this is actually, it's like a game for this type of question. You start at point P, go to the left, that would be your 1. Go down, that's also 1. And then for every intersection, you just add the numbers. 1 plus 1, that's 2. Here, 2 plus 1, that's 3. So it's like you're playing here. 3 plus 1, that's 4.
Oh,
So you have also 1 here. 1 plus 2, that's
equal
3.
3.
3 plus
That
3,
3 equals 6.
6.
6 plus 4
plus
equals
4,
10.
10. 1 plus 1, 2.
2.
2 plus 3,
Equal
5.
5.
5 plus 6,
11.
11.
11 plus
11.
10 equal 21.
21.
So the answer is 21.
Sir, I accidentally started at A, but I still got it correct.
Yeah, the same. That's the same.
21.
Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, number 27. Last 4 numbers. Kindly turn off your microphone. Andy has $1 coins, 27 $1 and $2 coins. He has 35 in total. How many $2 coins does she have? So in this problem, you can actually treat this the same as the rabbits and chickens na problem. If you are asked to find the number of $2 coins, then you assume that all of 27 here are $1.
I have another
So
way.
if you have 27 $1 coins, then the total money is 27, right? You subtract that from the actual total, which is 35. You'll get 8. And then you divide 8 by the difference of the denomination. You have 2 and 1. So that's
Minus
2
1.
minus 1, which is 1. So the answer
Eight.
is 8. You have 8 $2 coins. So the solution is only 2 steps. If you know how to do it. So let's check if our answer is correct. If you have 8 $2 coins, that's 16. So you have 19 $1 coins, right? So if you add them, 8 times 2 is 16, 9 plus 19, that's 35. So our answer is correct. Number 28. How many 2-digit numbers are there such that the number contains 0? Very easy. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60,
70,
70,
80,
80, and 90. There are 9.
9.
Very easy. Right?
Yes, pa.
No.
Number 29. How many 2-digit numbers are there such that the number contains... Use digits 1, 2, 3, and 4 to form a 4-digit number such that the 10th digit now, so you have a 4-digit number. This is the thousands, hundreds, tens, and ones. And your options are 1, 2, 3, and 4. According to the problem, the 10th digit and the thousandth digits are odd. So you can only put 1 or 3 here, 1 or 3 here. And the hundredth digits are even. So you can put 2 or 4 here, 2 or 4 here. Now, in this problem, since it's not indicated whether with repetition or not, but we will assume, since you are given only 4 digits, we will assume no repetition of digits. So if you will have no repetitions, then on the thousandth digit, you can put 2 numbers. You have 1 and 3, right? So it follows that on the tens, you can only put 1 digit because you will remove 1 from 1 and 3 because you already put that in the thousands. The same thing with the hundreds and ones. That's 2 here and 1 here. The answer is 4.
Multiplication.
Do you understand?
Yes, pa.
Yes.
Very good. And now we're done to the last
Can I have
number.
a question?
Yes, sure. What?
On the number 29,
Mm-hmm.
since it's just because the number of digits given are the same as the highest place value of the for example, like we have 4 given numbers and it's supposed to be 4 digit, it's required to assume that it's no repetition.
Yeah.
The reason why I'm confused is that it doesn't say.
Wait, teacher, what's the answer to question 29?
4.
Excuse me, it doesn't say that if it has repetition or not.
Yeah. Pero dun sa dun sa solution manual niya, it said there that no repetition. It's okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have an agreement. When you encounter a problem like this, you try to analyze first. You try to analyze the question. But I think in your exam, it will be indicated, man, if with no repetition or not.
Yeah.
So you don't need to worry about this type of question. Okay, sige,
What's the answer again?
The answer here
Like,
is
what is
4 if
number
no
29?
repetition. If no repetition, it's 4. But if with repetition, what's the answer?
16 po.
16.
16 po.
16. Correct. So
16.
if repetition is okay, the answer is 16. Okay? But you don't need to worry about this one because on the exam, it will be indicated man if repetition is allowed or not. Okay?
Mister, can you show the answers again, number 29?
It's 4.
The explanation.
It's here. Okay. So in number 29, the solution manual assumed that it has no repetition. So let's follow that. So no repetition. On the thousands, you can only put 1 or 3. And then on the tens, 1 or 3 as well, because you have tens and thousands are odd. So the same thing with the hundreds and units, even. So that would be 2 and 4. So you have 2 options here, 1 and 3 for the thousands. Since you already put 1 there, then on the tens, you can only put 1 only because you will remove 1 from this or you remove this. So you only have 1 option. So the same thing with the hundreds, 2 and 4, that's 2. On the units, you can only put 1 only because you will remove 1 from this. So that's 2 times 2 times 1 times 1, which is 4. This is for no repetition. As what I've said, you don't need to worry about this one because on the exam, it will be indicated if no repetition or not. Okay?
Yes.
I think the problem here was with the translation siguro. The same as with number 5 earlier. I'll show you number 5. Okay. Because for number 5 here, it has been wrong. It has been poorly translated, right? As you can see, you have written from 4 correctly to 8 wrongly. So it's not it's translated poorly. It has actually a better translation when I searched in Google Translate. But don't worry about that. It
Can you
should be
solve Can you solve
Where's number 30?
wait.
30?
Nawala.
30.
Okay, we're now down to the last number, 30.
30.
So for number 30, find the largest sum by using all 10 digits without repetition to form two 5-digit numbers. So since you are asked to find the largest sum, then obviously your numbers, 5-digit numbers now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So to have the largest sum, then of course this should be 9. This should be 8. Correct?
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
should be counting down the odds. So the next digits should be on the top 7, 5, 3, 1, and then on the bottom it's 6, 4, 2, 0.
Ano? 9, 7, 5, 3, 1. And then 8, 6, 4, 2, 0. What's
Yes,
the
that
sum?
it's 1. Oh, let me check my paper. 183,951.
300.
Huh?
Correct.
Why don't we change wait, so what if we put the number 1 down and then the 0 up?
It doesn't matter. As long as you arrange it in a decreasing order, it's actually the same if I do this. you will get the same answer, man.
What if we,
Mali, mali.
think,
He will still get the same answer. Just make sure to arrange them on a decreasing order.
yes pa, okay pa.
Okay?
Okay. Sir, my score
So,
was 26.
what?
Sir, my score was a 26. The lowest score I think I got in my
You need, I don't actually, I don't actually require you to have a good score here. I want you to have a good score in the class marker questions
oh no, then I failed.
because that's the important questions. Okay, Zian, you're asking for number 2, right?
Yes po.
Okay, number
And number
2.
4. And number 4 po.
Okay, for number 2, it's very easy. The sum of father's age, father plus mother is 79. So father, if the age of father 4 years later, F plus 4, is the same as the age of mother 7 years ago. So M minus 7. Okay? So you have father is equal to mother minus 7 minus 4. Or that's equal to mother minus 11. So this father here is the same as this one here. So technically you can substitute that M minus 11 plus M equals 79.
It's me. Can I
So you
leave
have, yes, 2 times M. That's M plus M, that's 2M. That's 79 plus 11. So M, 2M equals 90. So mother is 45. Do you understand, Zian?
Yes po.
I have a
Okay.
question about number 6.
Later, okay? Number 4, right, Zian?
Yes po.
Okay, can I leave now?
Yes, you may.
Okay,
So for
bye-bye.
number 4, this is very easy. Just calculate for the number of remaining days after September 1 up to December 16. Yes, you may leave.
Okay, thank you, Mr.
So for September, September has 30 days, right? So since you're
Bye-bye.
already at September 1, then you have 29 remaining days. October, that's 31 days. November, 30 days. December, that's until December 16. So that's 16. When you add them, you will get 106. Okay. Jathniel, you're asking for number 6, right? What's your question here?
Yeah, why is the answer 2? Because my answer is 5.
It's you cannot answer 5 because you can only get 1 or 2 matches, man. You cannot get 5, diba?
Wait, so you can just get 2 matches maximum?
Yeah.
Oh, because it doesn't say how many matches does she need to get to ensure that she will win, and you have to get 11 matches in total. So it doesn't
Amy
really.
and Bruce take matches in order from 1 to 2 matches. 1 to 2 matches lang at a time. So the question is, if Amy starts first on his first draw, how many matches should she get?
Oh, okay.
So it's 2. You analyze the problem.
So,
Okay.
how many matches does she need to get per
On the first
draw?
one. No, on the
first
first
draw.
draw.
Okay.
Is that clear, Jatniel?
Yes, but that's good enough.
Okay. All right, last, number 1. Bakit ano bang problem sa number 1? It's very easy. The average is 84, and there are 4 of the exam. So 84 times 4, that's 336. And then you subtract 336 by the individual score, 68, 78, and 95. The answer is 95.
Mister, may I leave now?
If
Okay,
fine.
so that's it for today, everyone. So hope that you learned something. So you may leave now. Bye. Good luck in your exam.
Bye. See you. Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Goodbye.